welcome to the latest haul video for Indie Film Cafe. I'm your old pal, the Moo Cow, aka Paul A Presenza, and I'm joined with my normal co-host,
Jonathan Moody, who I'm also with my little co-host, Mr. Tusk.
Gotcha. Well, I do have Continuity Monkey here somewhere. Let's see. Yep, I got him.
Oh, the monkey. Oh, look at that.
Gotta have the monkey.
You gotta squeak that monkey.
And all right, so let's get started. First with the Blu-rays. Not a whole lot this month. I've got 7. So first we'll start off with some of the decent ones. Not a lot of them. First one is one that you had last month, Sunset Strip.
Nice, yes.
That documentary with Dan Aykroyd and Keanu Reeves and Johnny Depp and Mickey Rourke.
And I kept saying I was going to go home and watch it, and I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting. And, I mean, we didn't really get the chance to explore the Sunset Strip when I was there, but I'd like to because so many of my sneaky movie idols spent time there. And it was like a Bell Place in the 60s and 70s.
I was telling Jackie a couple days ago that for my 40th birthday, which is January 12th of next year, we got to go out to LA for my birthday. I spend a week out in LA. So you coming? On the Sunset Strip?
Maybe.
Alrighty.
I can't predict what I'm going to be doing next week, much less in January. But
I know.
We'll see. I would be interested though. Second one is a cheapie that I found for a couple bucks at the Second and Charles, and it is Zack and Miri Make a Porno.
Honestly, out of all the Kevin Smith movies, yeah, it's cute. Which is funny to say about any movie that's about porn.
I know.
It's a cute movie. But yeah, Kevin Smith, if anybody can make a cute movie about making porn, Kevin Smith is the man for that.
Right. And frankly, I'm not really much of a Seth Rogen fan. I think he's okay. I just don't think he's all that. I know he's like the man to the millennial generation, but he's okay. But this is probably my favorite movie that Seth Rogen was in. I thought he was really, really good. So, so those are the better ones. And now we're getting into the stinkers or potential stinkers. First one we have is something called Abduction, which is some kind of action film with Scott Adkins, Andy On, and Chuang Ngak On. So I'm guessing this is an Asian film.
Probably Korean would be my guess.
Either that or Indonesian. And it's from Shout Factory. So that's interesting. And it comes with a bunch of special features too, including 2 versions of the film, the regular version and the extended director's cut.
Nice.
So, extra stinkage. Next, we have a movie that I've known by reputation. It's kind of a shame, but Ben Affleck's Live by Night. This is
I have that one too.
Supposed to be bad. Supposed to be, just awful. But
I think I might have it on DVD, but I may have it on Blu-ray. I'm not sure.
It's kind of a shame because he had a little run there where he was making decent films. And then,
well, that was the movie that caused him to that Warner Brothers, because it was a Warner Brothers title. Warner Brothers took away him doing the Batman because of that movie. But now they're back to letting him do another movie. So I think, or whatever. It's funny because when it comes to directors, a lot of times there's ebbs and flows. Sometimes a movie, he's on a hot streak, and sometimes you make a movie that just doesn't do very well. But I haven't heard bad things about the movie. I haven't heard that it sucked.
Yeah, I've heard it wasn't very good.
Oh, well, I haven't. I've heard nothing, but it was not as terrible as people were making it sound to be.
I can't wait to check it out. Like I said, I've liked his earlier films, so. You never know. Sometimes people get sick of somebody just because they're doing well and they look for bad things, which is a shame in our society, but it happens.
Well, we look for bad in people, but we like it. We enjoy it.
Yeah, and we don't have to find or look too hard either. The next one is a movie called High Voltage. And this is with David Arquette and Ryan Donahue and Perry Reeves and Luke Wilson. And it's weird. It's about an emerging rock and roll band one of them gets struck by lightning, and now she has lightning powers that she
Nice.
uses in her show, and maybe she uses them to kill people. I don't know, but it's ridiculous. Come on.
Sounds silly.
That should be fun. Next, we have something called Distorted with Christina Ricci and John Cusack. And where the hell have you been the last decade, Christina Ricci? My goodness. So when I saw that, I'm like, I got to grab this because I mean, really, literally, I don't know what she's been doing for the past decade. She just kind of vanished. I don't know
Well,
if she just,
you said the same thing about Nick Stahl, and
I know. Yeah,
apparently he's been working on Fear of the Walking Dead, which we
I
don't watch,
never saw.
right? So
Yeah,
we
I don't
wouldn't
know.
know, but that's what he's doing. So it's not,
It's probably the same thing. Maybe she's doing indie stuff. I don't know.
or
But
maybe she's doing big movies that are TV shows that we don't watch,
but I
so
mean,
we don't know.
Christina Ricci and John Cusack, tell me that's not a dream pairing from 1992.
From 1992.
So I was quite interested. And then finally, this is supposed to actually be kind of a crazy British, sort of another version of Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels called Down Terrace. Sort of a violent British mob, but funny kind of a picture. So should be interesting. I'm willing to give it a try. But
Did Guy Ritchie produce it?
No, that would have made it into into the good section. This is this looks.
I
like
thought
it's
this
probably
was the
gonna be
good
crappy.
section.
No. This is
Oh,
was
these are the bad. Okay.
potentially bad
Yeah.
because a lot of these I just don't know. So we shall see. So what do you got Blu-ray wise?
All right. Well, I'm going to start with the bad. I'm going to start with. I showed you this earlier. I think I've got a double collection of. I mean, these are definitely blue cheese wannabes.
Bad.
Two-headed shark attack and mega shark versus Krakosaurus. I don't know. I mean, look.
I have the Megasaurus in DVD.
Yeah. Oh, you have the mega shark versus Krakosaurus on DVD?
Yeah.
Okay. So two-headed shark attack was directed by Christopher Ray, aka Fred Olin Ray's son, who you always remember
Yes.
from like early days of Fred's movies where he'd be like, at a bar or something, or whatever.
Right. Rollerblade.
Yeah, he's amazing. But he what is it? He directed that with the Asylum. These are two Asylum movies. And it stars freaking Carmen. I want to say Carmen Electra, Charlie O'Connell, which is Jerry O'Connell's brother.
Oh wow.
And he looks just like him too. Oh my goodness.
Huh.
And Brooke Hogan, Hulk Hogan's daughter. And then Mega Shark has Jaleel White in it, and
oh dear,
Robert Picardo, and can't see what the other person's name is. Maybe this will help.
Robert Picardo before he died, I guess.
Yeah, sadly. Gary Stretch. I don't know. Anyway.
And boy, talk about star from 1992, Carmen Electra.
Or Jaleel White, who was freaking Urkel
from
Family Matters. I mean, just got star 1992 power in this whole Blu-ray thing. So that's
There you go.
I got two 4Ks. One of them I just watched, which was Venom. I watched that on Friday and loved. I love my Marvel. So I had to get this because the new Venom's coming out in August or so, and I just wanted to see it beforehand. I really like it. It's really funny and goofy and weird, so it's definitely up there. But then I saw this when I was going for Venom. That was what I was planning to get, was Venom for $20, right? I was like, $20 Venom 4K, I'm happy, right? But then I saw this for $22. Boom.
Oh, wow.
On 4K. It's a steelbook too.
I was about to ask if that was a steelbook.
Yeah, it's a steelbook of Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. It's got, not only does it have the original, the theatrical cut, that the ones that everybody knows, but it's also got the original cut that was in the theaters before they decided to tame Psycho. So
Right,
it's a
right.
less tame version of Psycho, which I have not seen yet.
I was
So
about to say, I've heard of that. I've never seen it.
we gotta have a it's well, I know I'm gonna do it for Hooked on Hitchcock sometime, or whatever.
Mhm.
Like me and G. Larry Butler do that. So maybe we'll have you on for that, and you and I could watch this.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great.
All
I
right.
mean, I haven't
So
seen the regular Psycho in quite a while, so.
I know, like but it's such a great movie, like period. Like, oh my god.
Mother.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so you begin your half of your DVD section.
All right, so I got like 33, so I'm going to do 17 for the first half. So first we'll start off with a couple that looked like they could be potentially decent films. First one is a movie called The Source.
The
And
Source.
yeah, and let's see, I think this is a Brian De Palma produced movie. Let's see here. Yeah. So yeah, this is about drug trafficking in Colombia, and I guess it's a documentary about sort of where our drugs come from, and sort of a look at the war on drugs, basically. And it won a whole bunch of indie awards. So this potentially could be pretty interesting, pretty grim, possibly as well. And it was $1, so you can't beat that. Next, we have what looks to be a pretty interesting Asian Chinese movie. It looks like they sank a lot of money into it. It's called Memories of the Sword, and I saw a trailer for this, and it looked gorgeous. And it's a lot of beautiful, beautiful scenery and beautiful women with swords running around, and it just looked
can't beat
really,
that.
really good. Yeah, yeah. So this looks like it could be quality there. So I thought again, $1. So you couldn't pass that one up.
Yeah.
And that's it for the potentially good things.
And
At
those
least
were
in this,
Dollar Tree finds?
those are Dollar Tree ones. Yeah, believe it or not.
Interesting.
Next, we're
Sometimes
going into the
Dollar Tree has
ones.
good ones.
Yeah, sometimes. Next, we're getting into the more stinkier ones. This one I know because we saw the trailer for it, and I was like, oh my God. And Knights of the Damned. And it looks like an over-the-top medieval farce.
We need to do because I don't think we've done like a Killer Knight movie yet, and
Right.
there's a few of them.
Oh yeah.
I know there's probably a lot. I know one I want to particularly do at some point.
There's a whole bunch of sword and sorcery movies, especially from the 80s, that I'd love to do.
The one I want to do is not a sword and sorcery one. It's a role-playing game where they
Nice.
bring the knight to life or whatever, and stuff. So it's
Of course
sort of
they
fun.
do.
Of course.
Next one is one with, of all people, Franco Colombo and Daniel Baldwin, called Ancient Warriors. And I guess that's one of those things where somebody brings back a demon and it's an ancient warrior, and it runs amok as you do. And Franco Colombo, who was like, the sparring partner and lifting partner of Lou Ferrigno and Arnold Schwarzenegger back in the day when they were all beefcake buddies together.
I miss Lou Ferrigno.
And Daniel Baldwin, who's anything but a beefcake.
Yeah, but he's Daniel Baldwin. He's a Baldwin.
Yeah. Next, we have something I had never heard of before: Broken Swords. The Last in Line, War is Coming. So this looks like another kind of fantasy, medieval kind of thing. I've never heard of it. It looks like it's a fantasy movie because there's all kinds of fantasy names or of countries and things. So Michael Babbitt is the director.
All righty.
So that's it for the fantasy-oriented stuff. Now we're going to go into the traditional horror stuff. And we have, and I think you may have already had this, Crawl.
I don't have it, but I saw it in the theater, and we had a review for Horror, Blood, and Coffee the first year.
Oh, okay. I thought you were connected with it somehow.
Yeah. I did a Horror, Blood, and Coffee with it. It's a fun gator movie.
The gator in the sewer movie, right?
Well, it's a gator in the house.
Oh. House Gator.
House Gator. I mean, it's not called House Gator because it's actually it's done by the guy who did the remake to Hills Have Eyes and
Okay.
Piranha and all that stuff. But Alexandra Aja, and he does such a I mean, he always does. Like, he's one of my favorite. Like, he did was it High Tension and stuff like that. He's just a really good fucking director. And so every time I watch a movie of his, like, he's kind of like Eli Roth to me. Like, every time I watch one of their movies, like, no matter what, I'm always into it,
Okay. Okay.
Somewhere.
Well, you might recognize this one too, because this is Vamp You.
I don't, but
yeah, Sorority Girls Suck with Julio Gonzalez, Adam Johnson, Gary Cole, and Alexis
Cole.
Knapp. Yeah, so Gary Cole
poor
from
guy.
Pineapple Express.
Well, I mean, he's been a lot of shit. He was on Entourage. He was on a lot of stuff. Right, I love Gary Cole, but every time I see him, I'm like, oh boy. Like, he's kind of like the Eric Roberts, but of like a classier Eric Roberts. You have to pay more money than Eric Roberts, I guess.
Can you have a classier Eric Roberts? My goodness.
He was pretty classy to me when I met him. I don't know. I liked him.
Good. That's good. Next is an indie film I have no information about whatsoever, but I certainly like the cover. It's called Karma.
Karma.
And Mandela Van Peebles. I wonder if that's in the Van Peebles clan.
Mario's wife or
Tim Russ is in there. I know Tim Russ.
He's the black guy from
Tuvok.
Is he from like Star Trek or something?
Yeah.
I don't really I know his name and I know what he's from. I don't know, and if I could be wrong. I keep getting him mixed up with this other guy that actually lives in Virginia. So I'm not sure.
This is the Star Trek guy, and in fact, he plays a African American Klingon, and he does it so well. It's very difficult to see him in any other role.
Oh, okay.
I know he did a bunch of indie stuff, and he's not a bad actor. He's a good actor. It's just, you look for the pointy ears. You can't help it. And then the director is Nick Simon. I don't know if you know him.
I know the name, I think. I might not, and it just might sound.
It all blurs after a while.
Yeah, unless and I have to tell people this all the time now. And I don't think I've ever told you this, but unless I'm like talking to you all the time or I'm watching your movies all the time, I will literally forget people. And I don't mean to. It's just there's too many people in my world, that after a while I might forget. And I'll be like, do I know that person? And then I have to remember. Oh yeah, do.
What can you do? We're not computers. We can't remember everything.
Not yet.
Okay, so the next one is every hall you got to have a Ouija movie, and this is
of course
Ouija 3, the Charlie game, or Charlie Challenge. I've never heard of this before at all.
I have that movie somewhere. I might even have it in this collection. I don't know. This collection, honestly, is gonna be weird because they're all the leftovers that I have not, and some might actually be mixed in with older ones that we've already done. So excuse me if that happens.
Oh, it's okay. I doubt the 4 people who watch our haul videos will care too much.
I bet they'll be like, "Yeah, you did that last month."
Yeah, boo. Next one is a movie. You have another dollar store one called Selfie Man.
I've seen that. I mean, I don't think I own it yet. I'm sad. I need to get it.
Nothing like being frightened of taking a selfie.
Hey, the Selfie Man will get you. It's like the Slender Man, I guess.
There you go. So I mean, you could make that out of anything. I mean, what if you take a piss? Does the taking a piss man come to get you too? I mean, it's so silly.
I mean, the Tooth Fairy. They made a bunch of horror films about the Tooth Fairy.
I've got the Tooth Fairy.
I know you do. I'm sure we all do.
So the next one is one that I guess came on Shudder, and it's called Gwen. And I think this is actually kind of a medieval horror thing. I don't know. Is
that at the Dollar Tree?
Yeah.
That's weird that Shudder movies are coming on the
Maxine Peake and Eleanor Worthington Cox. So this looked like it was going to be pretty good. The next one is a movie called Prey, Prey. I don't know if you've seen this.
I'm waiting for the Pray one.
Yeah. This is with Logan Miller and Kristen Froseth. I don't know who they are. So that'll be interesting. See what happens. Next, we have something called I'll Take Your Dead.
Take
by
Your Dead.
Director Chad Archibald. And let's see, Adian Devine, Ava Preston. I don't know who some of these, Ari Mellon. So not really sure. We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Next we have Secrets in the Walls with Jerry Ryan, speaking of Star Trek.
Well, so you know what? I love that you're buying these crappy horror films and whatnot from the Dollar Tree, because a lot of them you've been using for your quick review Thursday, or sometimes you find the ones that you're going to use for IFC.
Yep.
I love it. Never know.
And every now and again, something pops up and it's like, wow, this is really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
You never know.
Ah.
Speaking of Dollar Tree, I got three more here to do. We have something called The Unbidden.
I have that, I think. I want to say.
Oh, okay. Quentin Lee is the director here with Jason Yee.
Or seen it, at least.
Oh, looks like a bunch of foreign people. So
it's probably a foreign film.
Yeah, there you go.
From Canada.
Okay. That works.
Foreign film from Canada.
Okay, let's see. Two more. So here's one called The Elizabeth Harvest, which I guess is about harvesting your Elizabeth.
No, I think that's her name, Elizabeth Harvest.
Oh, I thought somebody was harvesting Elizabeths.
I don't think so. I think it's like about a girl named Elizabeth Harvest.
Well,
I could be wrong.
Abby Lee and Matthew Beard and Kieran Hines.
If Matthew didn't have
him. He's been in a bunch of things.
If Matthew Beard didn't have a beard, I'd be so sad.
Kieran Hines was in a ton of stuff, probably most famously the HBO production of Rome, and let's see, Carla Gugino is in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who's it directed by?
Sebastian Gutierrez.
Yep. There you go. If Carla Gugino's in it, she's with her hubby.
There you go.
Sebastian, he's the one who did that City of Sin movie or whatever.
And last one from this group is one that I got at the Book Exchange in Norfolk, and I couldn't pass this up. Mandrake, the root of all evil.
Well,
apparently this is part plant, part animal, and all bloodthirsty.
I saw that cover looks very much like one of the other ones you held up. Like all of them are starting to they're starting to lose originality, on these covers these days. It's crazy.
Well, this one is written and directed by Trip Reed and Betsy Russell. Betsy Russell's in there.
That's the best fucking name ever, Trip Weed.
There you go.
He trips on his weed. See, that's got to be fake. That's got to be fake. It's got to be a fake name. I got to look that up and find out, because that is
possibly.
I don't know.
You never know. Maybe somebody, after he made his movies, I don't want to be remembered for that.
So I'm gonna be Trip Weed.
Tag, you're it.
All right, my half. All right, so this first one's gonna make you laugh, because I don't know if I told you this. I got this or not. But Abel Berry's film, Midnight Evil, aka Midnight Devils. And so I got that. That's at the Walmart. Because a couple of these are actually, all of these that I'm putting right now are Walmart buys. None are actually open yet.
Weird. I actually was in Walmart the other day, and I almost never go there because I hate Walmart. But I went to the one area, and they didn't really have very much movies at all. So
some Walmarts, I guess it depends on where you go. Some Walmarts might not. This my Walmart in Williamsburg happens to have a lot.
Okay, well, you're lucky.
Pretty good on that. I am lucky, So the other one, so I got that Midnight Evil The same day I got these two. So I got From the Depths. It's a shark movie from ITN. And we're going to do a whole show.
Say you love your ITN movies.
We are going to do a whole show about ITN distribution movies in July. So
nice.
I got to start stocking up on those. And I think I have almost like 70 or something of them.
So does
already.
This mean you're going to do a whole month of ITN movies coming up?
It's not month. It's going to be like just 2. And then, so it's going to take over for Maneaters. Maneaters was like, yeah. So it's going to be Thursdays. Let me explain this, guys. So Thursday, starting July 1st, that's what I'm going to tell you guys now, because when we do the next haul, it'll be already started. But July 1st, it'll start. Then July, and that's on a Thursday. So it'll be the 1st and 3rd Thursday. The 2nd and 4th Thursdays are still quick review Thursdays. So you'll get, so the whole month of all, the whole month's coming up. All our Thursdays on IFC will be busy with reviews.
Man, it's just raining content.
We'll talk about that in the update for sure. So the other one I got at the I think it was the $3 bin at Walmart, is Ghost Rider and Hellboy.
Oh my goodness.
I got it for Ghost Rider because I think I have Hellboy somewhere, but I don't know if I have Ghost Rider. And come on, Nicolas Cage. Once again, I love my Marvel, so I can't, I had to get that. Then my Midnight Evil movie that I got happened to be in one of the cases, the slip cases. And when I opened it, when I got home, I realized that the plastic wasn't wrapped around it, and somebody had fucking stole the movie.
Boo!
I know. So I had to go back, show my receipt, and get another copy. When I got to the copy, they didn't have slipcases, and they wouldn't let me take the slipcase because the slipcase was the thing that actually had the barcode on. Actually, it doesn't. Technically, they could have let me have the slipcase, but whatever. They're mean, I guess, about it. So I didn't argue, whatever. So anyway, I ended up getting a new copy, but Julianne Prescott mentioned this Apex Predators. So it's a shark movie. So I got another shark movie, which we need a bunch of them because
I was going to say we're got that coming up.
Yeah, so we're about to have Shark Attack Sunday, which we'll get into on the updates because that's definitely something that's getting updated. But I had to get Apex Predators, aka the Jaws of Los Angeles, aka Los Angeles Shark Attack. It has like a million names. So then after that, what?
I said, Shark, you son of a bitch.
Man, we still haven't been asked to do the thing for that.
It's coming. I trust Johnny. It's coming.
I know. So then the last of the Walmart movies, but not least, I just got this today. I don't know if that counts or not, but I'm gonna fucking use it, I guess. Clown Doll.
Clown Doll. I have that somewhere.
Directed by Scott Jeffrey. And I'm just so excited. It's an ITM movie, and I want to do that. That's one of the ones I think I want to do. Also, Sarah
Atkins?
No, Sarah T. Cohen, who's the main actress in this, is just, oh my god, she's my favorite actress.
But it's a perfect mashup. You got all the clown movies and you got all the doll movies, and why not mash them together?
I know. And those guys in England, that's an England movie. Those guys in England are mashing it up. Like they're beans and mash?
Yeah, there's a lot of indie film coming out of England over the last 5 years. Not a lot of it is good, but there's some surprisingly decent stuff too.
Okay, so I don't know where I got most of these shit, because remember, this is old. These are all the old ones that I kind of kept skipping and just having. A lot of it's actually from Jackie's boyfriend Steve. My roommate's boyfriend Steve, former roommate's boyfriend, gave me a bunch of stuff, including a Kirk Cameron double feature. Revive
Oh,
Us.
dear.
Revive Us and Revive Us 2, two national family meetings. So it's got I don't know, it's got a bunch of people I've never heard of. It says top faith leaders, and I've never heard of any of them. But all right, awesome. So there you go. And then there is a movie called Steep. I think this is a Dollar Tree movie, I want to say. But it says without risk, there's no adventure. So
True.
and yeah, nobody big, I don't think. Nope. Nobody big. I think these are all like skiers and stuff. You know, it's not a. It does not look like it's an actual, like just a documentary or anything.
Okay.
And
But
then
there's no ski wolf though, unfortunately.
probably not. Then I got Bigger, Fatter, Liar. I think this was Dollar Tree. This is definitely Dollar Tree, and that's Amanda Bynes and Frankie Muniz was in the first Big Fat Liar. Now Barry Bostwick is in that one.
Oh my God.
Poor guy.
Poor Barry Bostwick.
I know. Went from Rocky Horror Picture Show to crap. You know, like, you know. Then there's a movie called Fracture. I know this was from Steve. You know, it's a Anthony Hopkins, Ryan Gosling movie. So that might be good. I haven't seen it. I know of it. This is from Steve. How Great Is Our God? I know you wouldn't be into that. Dang. Necessarily. Vantage Point. I've heard of this movie. Dennis Quaid, Matthew Fox, Forrest Whitaker, Sigourney Weaver, and William Hurt. So,
Wow.
yeah, that sounds like it'd be fun.
I love Sigourney Weaver still making movies. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's always nice to see her doing stuff. She's gonna be in the new
Absolutely.
Ghostbusters movie. So I'm looking forward to that. The Ultimate Gift. I don't know much about that, but it looks like a cute little dad and daughter movie, you know. Brave Town. I know this, I believe this was Dollar Tree. It's got Josh Duhamel. I think, is that how you say his name? I don't know.
Don't know him.
Maria Bello, Laura Dern, and Lucas Till. So
Well, I know Maria Bello and Laura Dern.
yeah. So yeah, they've been in a, you know,
That's a shame. Maria Bello was another one. She was really big for like a hot minute, for like maybe 5 years, and then she just kind of vanished.
and
started
Tom
just doing a
Everett
bunch of
Scott is in
obscure
it,
stuff.
and I love Tom Everett Scott. Like, he's one of my favorites. So I loved him ever since. Now a couple of these, I have no idea if these were done already or not. So, but Pure Country I know wasn't. So I've never mentioned this one, Pure Country. It's Pure Country, Pure Heart. So it's like the sequel, I guess. And it stars Willie Nelson. So it's definitely country. I think that's it.
With a side of 420.
Shawn Michaels and Ronnie Cox as well. So nice. Man, Ronnie Cox hasn't been in a lot of stuff in a long time.
No.
You know, I always get him confused with Brian Cox, which not by their look or anything, but by their name, you know.
You get confused by the Cox.
I do. Oh Lord. So yeah. So then there's another, it's like I think this is the BBC. Is this BBC? Yeah.
Speaking of. But I'm sorry, it's just you're setting me up. I have to knock them back.
I know. I realized when I said it that you were going to go with that route because we talked about this. It is Born to Kill.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I've talked about having this or not. This is one of the ones I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Sorry, Jonathan. I am a filthy little monkey. You know this.
Another Dollar Tree find. Vampire Dog.
Oh, wow. That looks like fun.
Yeah, it looks like something Lenore would like.
Exactly.
If I watch it, I'll find out, and then maybe if Lenore comes to visit, we'll have to watch it with her.
I think she wants to come sometime in the summer. I just don't know when.
Tell her whenever, you know. I mean,
I have. It's just, you know, I don't know where I'm going to be in the next 6 weeks.
We talked about this, yeah. So who knows? You know, and I hope you figure that out soon.
Yeah. Well, I'll buy a place.
I have no idea what this is, but Steve gave it to me. The 5 love languages of children.
Okay.
It seems like a documentary. Want to know the secrets to making sure your child feels loved? I don't know
Not
why
really.
I would keep it, but already, I like to have as many movies as possible. I don't
Sounds
like to
quite
have.
the date movie there.
Not really. Mommy and daddy date movie night or whatever. And I don't know why I'm keeping this because I've got it on Blu-ray, but it's the Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest. I have it on Blu-ray, and then I've got 2 more, and that's my pile, my first half. So this is Band Slam, starring Ali Michalka, Vanessa Hudgens, Galen Connell, and Lisa Kudrow from Friends. So some kind of band movie or something, I guess. I don't know. Probably a bunch of kids starting a garage band kind of thing. And the comedy that goes with it. And last for this half, but not maybe least, Smurfs Ii, which I got at the Dollar Tree before. But I think Neil Patrick Harris is in this, if I'm correct. Who was the star? Yeah, Neil Patrick. I love Neil Patrick Harris.
I can see him as a Smurf.
He's not a Smurf. He's one of the ones talks to Smurfs.
Oh, okay.
But I can see him talking to Smurfs too. I can see him
in his
either
real
way.
life. Yes.
Yeah. Hey, he's tall, so almost everybody's a Smurf to him. So
there you go.
Your turn.
All right. So my second half, and this is going to be a little bit more eclectic group of stuff. So the first is we got a couple of groups here of multiple movies. So let me start off with this one. First one, it's one of the classic MGM midnight movie double features, and it is Who Slew Auntie Roo and What's the Matter with Helen? I've actually never heard of What's the Matter with Helen, but that's got Debbie Reynolds and Shelley Winters in it.
I literally thought you were going to say Deborah Shawn. I was like, yes, but
no. But I knew Who Slew Auntie Roo. That's kind of a classic there. Samuel.
I've heard the name. I don't know anything about it.
Arkoff. It's just silly garbage. Sam
Arkoff. Oh wow, that's a name.
And both starring Shelley Winters. So you gotta like that. Shelley Winters running around with an axe and a cleaver chopping up people.
Yeah. Well, what was she? Did she do that? Whatever happened to Baby Jane or something? Who did that?
I forget, but it wasn't Shelley Winters.
I swear to God, it was like
that would have been fun though.
But there was there's 2 actresses, Joan, something like that.
Yeah, Joan Crawford and
I
forget the other one.
Because there was that movie, series or whatever, like the mini series about whatever happened to Baby Jane or something like that. I don't know.
Right.
But anyway, go ahead. Keep going.
Next one is another one that I got from the book exchange in Norfolk, and it is the Cutting Edge Cinema 8-movie collection, including Bunker of Blood, Night of the Dead, The Chosen One, Bled White, Santa Claus versus the Zombies, which is the real reason why I got this movie.
Wait, what?
Santa Claus versus the Zombies.
Wait, like, wow. That's tough. As long as he's not fighting the ice cream bunny, I'm okay.
There you go. Then we also got Biker Zombies, Office of the Dead, and Porn Star Zombies.
As you do.
So this looks out-flapping standing.
Porn Star Zombies.
Yeah, so there's definitely going to be some IFC coming out of this.
Porn Stars of the Dead.
There you go. Can't wait. That should be fun.
Yeah.
And
it sounds like, remember they had that zombie strippers or whatever movie?
Oh yeah, I've got it. It's great. It was fun. It was decent.
Yeah.
Next we have Dark Disposition, which is a 10-movie pack.
All right, nice. let's hear this shit.
Okay, 13 Hours in a Warehouse, Army of the Dead, Project Purgatory, which is a cannibal movie, Kidnapped Souls, Animals, The Woodsman, Death Knows Your Name, Blood Descendants, The Joke Goal, and Poe. So a lot of indie stuff there.
Nice. Sometimes those are gold, and sometimes they're gold in a different direction.
Coal. Gold and coal.
Gold and coal, but the coal sometimes can be even more fun than the gold.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Next, we have one that's actually supposed to be pretty good. I've heard of it, but I don't know. But it's called The Eyes of My Mother. I don't know if you've heard of this one or not.
I'm the name sounds familiar, but
yeah, that is Nicholas Pesky.
Is he the director?
Yeah. So I don't really know anybody in it, but it's supposed to be. I've heard of this. It's supposed to be pretty good. So I don't know. We will find out. So potentially not stink.
See, how do you have time to watch any of these?
I try, man. I try. Not as much time as I'd like to, but I want to. Next, we have what looks like another fun movie. In fact, I think you may have already had this one, The Losers.
I didn't buy it. I don't know. I don't think I own that one yet.
No. Okay. No. Well, it's a
Dollar Tree
Entertainment with Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and the real reason I got it because Zoe Saldana is in it, and I love her. And Chris Evans is in there. Idris Elba's in there. Columbus Short is in there.
I mean, I've heard of it. I know the name, but I don't know anything about it.
Jason Patrick is in it.
I mean,
another guy that just kind of vanished. And
well, I mean, all right. So you look at his career, though. His career started off with amazing stuff like The Lost Boys and tons of other things in the 80s, right? He was a big 80s guy. Then, he kind of just fell off the map at some point and kind of ended up just doing movies that I've never really heard of. But, The Losers, I think, was a bigger movie too, though. Mm-hmm. Hollywood movie. So good for him.
Okay. Next, we have a movie called Dead Girls. Revenge is a Bitch.
Well, bummer. It's not Dead Girl. Dead Girl is probably better.
But it's got Lynn Lowry, Mia Doran, Brian Rooney, Joe Caballero, and Madeline Matsey. I don't think I know her.
Lynn Lowry is busy. She's always busy.
But this is a brain damage film. Brain damage puts out all kinds of interesting stuff. Some of it's crap, some of it's decent. You never know what you're going to get. But they're usually pretty graphic. So there you go.
Word.
Next, we have one that I think I have, but I honestly don't remember, but I know I've seen it, and I saw it for $1, so I grabbed it. Avalanche Sharks.
Avalanche Sharks.
Sharkalanche. So you gotta like that. Scott Wheeler.
I did a review, I think, of it last year while we were in lockdown, and I was so disappointed because it was a complete and total ripoff of Snow Shark. Like literally, Sam Qualiana could sue.
Wow, they got to rip off Snow Shark.
Yeah, like, come on now. I mean, do something different. But it was literally, the only difference was it was on a snow mountain or whatever, So it was like, what is it? Ski Wolf meets Snow Shark, or whatever.
Was the shark hiding in like 2 inches of snow?
No, they actually had real snow. And it was a bit of a bigger budget where they could actually
afford snow.
They could afford to go to a place where it's snowed, or whatever.
So this next movie is kind of an oddball. There have been a lot of odd versions of Alice in Wonderland.
Oh.
This one was not supposed to be weird, but it's got Dudley Moore and Peter Sellers in it. And I just remember, and it's directed by William Sterling.
In a horror film?
No, it's Alice in Wonderland. So
okay, I didn't know if it was like
I think they're taking this more in the kiddie film direction, but it's supposed to be really weird. Like they did a very strange version.
Who played the Cheshire Cat?
Sorry?
Who played the Cheshire Cat?
I'm not sure. I think let's see, Fiora Fullington and Michael Crawford are the only other folks I see listed in there, and John Barry did the music.
So it doesn't say who played like the Mad Hatter and who played the You know, which
No.
one of them did that? That'd
But
be interesting.
let's see, Michael Crawford plays the White Rabbit. That's all it says.
Oh,
But this one has kind of a reputation for being an oddball film. So when I saw it, I grabbed it because that's
does it
not one you
sound like it
see.
could be a What the Fuck Friday?
Potentially.
No.
Now we're getting into some of the really interesting stuff. So let's see here. First, we got one of your boys, David Duchovny's Leeches.
I own that.
Silly movie.
If you want to see a bunch of dudes with their shirts off and a cute girl fighting leeches, I mean, go right ahead. That's the movie. It's just the same as like any of David Dakota's movies.
Oh,
honest.
David. It must have really sucked. Get it?
Honestly, I think we're saying his name. I'm not sure if we're saying his name wrong or right or not, but because if you watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, have you seen that yet?
No, actually I haven't.
Okay. They actually have a character that Leonardo DiCaprio's character plays, and they call him, and it's spelled Dakota, whatever, spelled like the way that David spells his name. And they said Dekatu or something like that. And so he said, he says, I'm playing something Dakota, and they look over at him and go, I know it's Dekatu, and they correct him. And I was like, is that Tarantino correcting everybody for saying David Dakota wrong? Like, I don't know. Like,
possible, I suppose, but I've never heard anyone ever say anything other than Dakota.
Yeah, so I don't know.
So you'll have to contact him and ask him politely. How do you say your name?
We'll have to get him on Indie Film Cafe.
Get him on Indie Film Cafe.
And then
Spotlight.
what we'll do is we'll be like, and we're here with, and he can say his name properly, and then we're like, there, that's how you say it.
There you go. Next one is a retro media double feature with two silly stinkers, Alien Fiend and The Alien Factor. Both of which look really bad. They're like stop motion monsters and guys in rubber suits and just silliness.
Sounds terrible, but
oh yeah, can't wait. Should be fun. Next, we have my boy, Jesse Franco. I always like one of his boob horror movies.
I always keep thinking he's a girl, like with the name Jesse.
Nope. Sexy Sisters. I wonder what that's about. I
don't know. Usually a title means what the movie is about.
Yeah. This is, let's see here, starring Pamela Stafford and Catherine Gambier. So, Jess Franco, he always brings the boobage.
Was that Full Moon puts a lot of those out on their streaming channel now too.
Yeah. Next we have Terrors of Terror Volume 3.
Nice.
Which includes Here Comes a Vampire and a movie called Fear. I have never heard of either one of these. So
I mean, it's probably a different Fear than the Reese Witherspoon /
Oh yeah.
Mark Wahlberg one.
Probably, but not even an inkling. So these are probably indie upon indie films. So can't wait for that. That's usually means they're going to be ridiculously bad. Next, we have a couple of movies that were featured on Indie Film Cafe. So these are movies that I either only had the digital copy of or I only had a VHS copy of. So when I had the chance to get this DVD version, I grabbed it, including Horror of the Blood Monster. I only had this in VHS. So after we did it, let me see if I can pull this out of Amazon on DVD. And I found it. And it's such a ridiculous movie. I love it to bits.
Horror of the Blood Monsters.
So
is there commentary or anything on that? I'd love to hear that.
Well, this is an alpha, so they almost have nothing. But there is in this case a commentary track by Samuel M. Sherman. So
is that like a guy who knows, like research person, or whatever research?
Right. Cool. Oh no, Sam Sherman's the producer.
That sounds amazing.
He's a producer who works with.
Remember, we had questions. Maybe that movie will have some answers. Maybe that.
Yeah, no, he works with Al Adamson. So
that's awesome.
I know. So that in itself is worth it. Next, we have Fire City, which I only had the digital version. So again, I went on to Amazon because I
Nice.
liked it.
I
And
know.
I
I
found
didn't
it.
hate it. I mean, I felt like it was just kind of like a little
It's a little confusing.
a little confusing, but they tried so well. I could not hate it,
Right,
or
right. No, there was
anything.
a lot of neat stuff in here. There was some good acting.
You
I
would have
like
gave it a
the
3,
FX.
right? You said you would have given it a
Yeah,
3.
yeah. This is hard to find. I had to look high and had to look low before I finally found a copy, but I found it. So, and
Good.
this has a behind the scenes featurette and 2 audio commentary tracks. So that'll be very interesting.
Nice.
I'd love to see these guys do some more stuff. Apparently, it's based on a short film that set up the whole
Well,
world.
no, it's actually from what I gathered, and I don't know if I talked about it on the show or not, but what I had figured out was that it was actually based on a web series that they were going to do. They were going to do it as a web series originally, and then they were like, "Well, let's do a short, try to raise some money." And then once they realized how much money I guess they got, they were like, "Let's just make a movie and then turn it into a franchise, movie." And the problem, and this is something that we're doing differently for Sick Flick Productions. A lot of people want to make like one movie and just see how well it does, and then if it does well enough. Problem with that in the indie world is you're never going to get a second chance, most likely, or whatever. Like no company, not that many companies will actually let you do another sequel to the movie after like it just does okay.
Well, it's tough because Tom Woodruff Jr. He won an Academy Award for special effects stuff. So
Oh, he's amazing.
if you can't get a little bit of carte blanche to make stuff you want after winning an Academy Award, what else you got to do?
I know he also did he was Pumpkinhead in the
Right,
original Pumpkinhead.
right.
I mean, amazing guy, and so I'm rooting for him to like do really well.
He would be a very interesting get if we could get him on Indie Film Cafe Spotlight. I'd love to hear what he has to say about it.
I would love to too. So if we could get him on there, let's do it. This
Okay.
year we're getting some really good guests already. So
Okay. So next one, the last 2, pimping out our friend and who person who worked with us, Tina Krause's Limbo.
Nice.
I finally got a hold of this. I haven't watched it yet. I haven't even barely unwrapped it yet. So this should be very fun. Can't wait. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
All right, well,
maybe we should sometime.
Maybe we can watch it and maybe review it or something.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So love the Tina Krause. And then finally, of course, finally got my copy of Backwoods Bubba.
Yeah,
So
speaking of our friends, a lot of them are. I'd like to hear your personal thoughts on it later because I saw it for free on like some kind of streaming thing that they were doing, like a premiere, and it was interesting.
So just so you guys know, we're talking Julianne Prescott and
Crystal
Alice
Cleveland,
Winkler, Dylan Fawn Harvey, Rebecca Reinhardt, who's our friend, Crystal Cleveland, who's our friend, Matthew Ward, all kinds of folks in here.
Mark D. Valenti, who's going to be working with us and stuff. So, I mean, amazing people who worked on that project. The guy who made it, Brad Thomason, is just amazing too. I love supporting, and I'm glad you supported the indie. Them because like those people need it.
I try to throw in a little bit of money here and there when I can.
Yeah, I mean, you can't support everybody all the time.
Right.
So,
but especially Miss Rebecca Reinhardt, since she goes out of her way to get onto Sexploitation Sleaze cast for me. So, gotta like that.
Yeah, I think I did this
one. Right, Monkey?
I'm pretty sure I did this one, right? Death Squad before. I think you've seen this.
I think so, yeah.
So, all right. So, here's the last. And there's not that many. I think I did more on the other one. A movie called Blaze. It's a Dollar Tree find. I guess Ethan Hawke directed it. So, interesting. I like Ethan Hawke. And he did a movie back in the day called Chelsea Hotel. Amazing. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, not the Alfred Hitchcock version, but the Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie one.
Blech.
You know,
Never saw the remake. Didn't think it would be any good.
well, I just thought it was really funny, and I mentioned this on the last thing, Hitchcock, I think, Hooked on Hitchcock. But it's really funny that they did Mr. and Mrs. Smith, you know, which was a comedy, right? And was different for Hitchcock. Then when they did it as a remake, they did it as a spy thriller, which it wasn't originally. Like, you know, wait, did I? Shit, I already did that one. Do I have two of them? Fuck. Yeah, two of the same movie.
Uh-oh.
That Ultimate Gift movie. Ugh. Do you want it? Do you want it? Chick flick movie. And I think, I swear to God, I did this one too. Fuck. So I am getting into ones I've already done. But Mysterious Island, I think I already did that one before. It's like a Jules Verne movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mel Gibson and Braveheart.
Okay.
You know, that was definitely a Steve. Steve gave me a few of these. Sahara, you know, which I have not seen yet or whatever. I think Steve Zahn was in it. It was like Matthew McConaughey, Steve Zahn, and Penelope Cruz. Wow. And yeah, this is back in the 2005, I want to say.
Sounds like a flop.
Yep, 2005 flop kind of thing. You know, just an action stupid thing. All right, so then I've got White Fang, and it says 3
Is that
films.
A Disney movie?
Well, it's interesting. I think it's got more than one movie. It's got 3 discs.
It's a lot of fangs. Fangs for the memory.
I know. Wait, I don't get it. White Fang, oh, it's a television series.
Oh,
that's got all the
okay.
episodes, I guess. I didn't realize that. Interesting. 25 great adventure episodes.
Okay. That's another one Lenore might like.
She loves her doggies and wolves.
Loves her critters.
Yeah. Walk the Line, which I always remember liking. It was cute. Joaquin Phoenix and Reese Witherspoon. The Johnny Cash story, you know. Shooter, you know, with Mark Wahlberg. I think he shoots somebody in that.
Makes sense.
Maybe. Spider-Man 3. I don't think I ever owned this on DVD. It's my least favorite of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, but it's still got like Venom and stuff. So I always, once again, Venom. Big fan of Venom. Gridiron Gang with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. You know, kind of cute movie. The guy who wrote it, was it the guy who wrote it? Or produced it? I think it was the guy who produced it, had a very interesting take on it because originally this was in the works for so long because they were trying to get this going, and then The Rock really helped get it going. So it's a good.
Well, you know, it would be awesome is we could take all of Dwayne The Rock Johnson's movies and reshoot them, except we take him out and we put in David The Rock Nelson as his stand-in. That would be awesome.
That would be. Speaking of The Rock again, The Rock and Walking Tall.
There you go. See, just imagine David The Rock Nelson and Walking Tall.
So this looks like more like a Hallmark or then this is another thing that what's her name? Lenore would love. It's called A Christmas Eve Miracle. And if you notice, there's a dog in it, right? And where's the dog? Dog right down there, right?
Right.
And so it stars Olivia Diabo, who I always remember.
I love her.
I always remember her from Wonder Years, but she's been in a lot of
stuff. A ton of stuff. She was such a hottie back in her day.
Oh, she still is. Look at her. She's gorgeous. Jonathan Silverman, C. Thomas Howell,
oh, dear.
Anthony Stark, and John Voight as Jerry the dog.
Oh dear.
He does the voice of Jerry the dog. So
see, Thomas Howell, I'm afraid I still can't imagine anything with him in there and not think of Bigfoot Wars.
I know he's kind of scarred us on that, hasn't he?
Yes.
It's funny, like being roommate when I was roommates with Jackie, she would tell me like a lot of stories about that, stuff or whatever, and shit. She does not like to talk about it much, unless I kind of get it out of her. So here's a Frankenstein movie. It's just called Frankenstein, but it stars Helen McCrory, James Purefoy.
Oh yeah, I think that's the BBC version.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, I have that.
BBC.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah. So, another Brad Pitt movie, Curious Case of Benjamin Buttons, which I've never seen, but
Me
kind of
neither.
want to check it at some point because it's like the guy gets younger and stuff or whatever.
Right.
So interesting. And then a movie I got him from because Steve gave it to me, but I'm not. This movie has a very hateful taste in my mouth because when I tried watching it, I just could not, like, I got so bored and I hated it, but it's such a popular movie. And it stars Heath Ledger and A Knight's Tale. But like, I remember watching it. My friend wanted me to watch it and I watched it. And I was like, I had to stop it. I hated it. Like,
I have to tell you something. I watched about 10 minutes of it and I hated it too. I never went back.
yeah, well, it's one of those,
It was awful.
and one of those movies where they tried to make it different and they tried to put it like as if like everybody talked like they were, today's age, and then they were like
Ridiculous.
singing to like "We Will Rock You," and it took me out of the movie. It took me out of the movie. Like, I can't, like, at least Game of Thrones, feels like legit, whatever knights and
And I
stuff.
know he like made a big thing with Joker, but in my opinion, Heath Ledger was not a particularly good actor.
I liked him. I've always been a fan. But that movie was not mine. And then last but not least, probably least, music and lyrics. It is Mark Lawrence movie. It's got Drew Barrymore and Hugh Grant, and Campbell Scott, Kristen Johnston. I mean, it's a cute little, like, I like these movies because whenever the day I ever get a girlfriend, I will have chick flicks, and I don't mind watching chick flicks with chicks, or whatever.
I'm afraid they're going to have to suffer through Roller Gator with me.
That's sort of a chick flick. I don't know.
Sort of, kind of.
I can
It's
see it.
cute.
Like, it's a cute little movie,
It's got
all right,
action. It's got romance. It's got sexy Conrad Brooks. What else could you want?
I don't know if it's got romance, unless you
It's got
count
the hot dog guy. Remember? Hot dog guy keeps hitting on her.
I know, but that's not romance. That's gross.
And she said, I'd rather eat kiss goat cheese.
I know, like, hot dog guy is like 20 years older than her. She's still, I swear to God, she looked like a fucking 12-year-old. So,
No.
with a backpack and,
Slingshot was the 12-year-old.
I know, but both of them looked like they were young. They were too young. I don't know. I would have. Anyway, that's for another. The fact that she wasn't too young, that's good. But so yeah, so that was it of my haul. Now, I guess let's get to the updates. So Indie Film Cafe is fucking busy. We were just mentioning earlier, we are blowing up in content. So much going on here. I don't even know where to begin.
Between video casts and podcasts,
Podcasts
probably
are
special stuff coming up.
Podcasts this month are 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. So Don Anelli's gonna have his fucking gonna have his stuff filled, his days filled with posting about our podcast.
There you go.
Which he's very excited and happy about. But yeah, we've got let me look on here, kind of give you like a little bit of what you guys can expect from the from this month. For podcasts, we've got Indie Corner Radio, which is going to be every Tuesday, starting today, actually, which is Tuesday. But we're actually, this will probably be Wednesday or Thursday or some other day, that this actually comes out. I'm hoping to have it up by Wednesday, but don't quote me on that. But let's see. Then Wednesday, horror film lovers returns. Me and Sarah Atkins return on that.
Hey, Sarah.
Yeah, we love Sarah. She is now our social media intern. So
Woohoo! Speaking of needing to talk about all these podcasts and video casts.
I know, seriously. Yeah, she is. Maybe we'll see if she wants to come on this show. Maybe she'll buy some DVDs or something. She can be part of the haul.
Sarah's awesome. I'd be happy with her to be involved in any way possible.
You're the one who suggested her, so
I knew she'd be good at it.
So we are going to be announcing this tomorrow, because I forgot to today, because today was a big day of like announcements and other shit. Today was, so tomorrow's better anyway, because but so it will be up, and by the time that this comes up anyway, Thursday we're gonna have Brain Burrow coming to us. So I've already got the first 5 episodes of this first season that Mark D. Valenti has done. Mark D. Valenti has done this show, Brain Burrow, where he just interviews people, but on a more of a psychological kind of almost like a therapy session. Lydia Manson, our buddy, is on the show. Crystal Cleveland was there on an episode. G. Larry Butler, all our people. That's why I was like,
yeah, G. Larry Butler, Deborah Lamb was on there. There's all kinds of people.
So now he has joined Indie Film Cafe Network. Yes. So there you go.
We are growing.
We are growing. So Friday is Hooked on Hitchcock. So that's just this week alone. Next, Hollywood Boulevard podcast will be returning, but on Mondays. We switch the day now, from Friday to Monday. So then Tuesday, back to Indie. Okay. Frights of the Round Table will be going back. With me and Anna Zayden, who I absolutely love. I don't know if you've ever talked to her or anything, but she's
on Facebook. We haven't really talked like on TV, on.
Well, I'll have to get her on Indie Film Cafe at some point with you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
She would love it. She loves just doing this stuff. And then so then Friday is 80s horror films with me and Rebecca.
Yay, Rebecca.
Yeah. And then so my Indie Film Cafe will be out. Indie Corner Radio, then Writers Process podcast returns with me and Colleen. Me and Colleen Tidd are going to be chatting with somebody. I can't announce who yet. And then I don't announce who the guests are until we've already done it, because right,
you never know.
Yeah, you just don't know, and you could say, "Oh, this person will be on," because I was almost gonna, I could have done that for something else, and somebody just bails out on me. That happens, not on purpose, but like people get fucking busy. So Horror, Blood, and Coffee returns on Friday, June 18th. We're really excited with that. Me, Sam, and Derek, and we have a special guest coming, so that'll be fun. Then Monday, June 21st is another episode of Sexploitation Sleazecast.
Yes.
Speaking of you and Rebecca. And then Tuesday after that is Indie Corner Radio. Then Hollywood Knockbusters is continuing. So far we've only been in 2 episodes, but so far, they've been pretty good episodes. That's good. Then and then your Indie Film Cafe. And I think I don't have anything scheduled for Fridays to take over for, but trust me, I could always put content up there. We've got
sure, we got other shows that we haven't even talked about yet percolating in the background. So
so that's just the podcast, by the way. That's just podcasts. So real quick, let's go into hopefully this will be quick. Going to June. Man Eaters wraps up this month. So we're gonna be finished with that on the 15th. So 10 episodes. And Indie Corner Radio will be on that because Indie Corner Radio is going to be interesting because there's going to be the shows that we've already released on video and then repeat episodes on podcast form. So
okay, that's cool.
We're doing the repeats up until August. So in July, I'm gonna take a break from doing all of the video versions.
A break?
Well, it's not a break because I'm still recording episodes and shit. So I'm not, there's no break. It's just a break off of YouTube, for like a month and a week or whatever. And then it comes back, and then all of a sudden it'll be podcast and vidcast. So, the same episode will come out on both formats. So here you go for that. So Indie Corner Radio. Wait, yeah. Okay, Indie Corner Radio will be June 8th. June 10th is your quick review Thursday. Then Sunday, June 13th. What are we doing for Sundays starting this month?
Shark Attack Sunday.
Yes, I was waiting. wanted you to say it.
Yes,
so,
yes.
Yes, Paul's idea too. Considering, okay, so we have to talk about this real quick and get this out of here. Mr. I'm too busy. I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm so busy. He says to me one day, like recently, and he was like, we were talking about Shark Attack Sunday. He got so excited. He got a guy to do a amazing logo. I love it. It looks great. Shark with the IFC in the mouth. I mean, just so funny and cute. Exactly what I would want out of our logo. And he's like, I think you got really excited. You're like, let's do 2 a month. So me and you will be hosting 2 a month. And I was like, alrighty. Like I was planning for it to be August, but starting, you're like, let's do it now. It's summer. Let's do it.
Summer. And I figure if we do them both at the same time, we could just get it done. You know what I mean? Because they're shorter shows.
And we can do them they're half-hour shows. We can do them through Zoom. And the beauty of Zoom is if we're recording this, we can stop recording, then start recording again, and it'll be a completely different video. Right. So we'll get just 2 videos out of us doing this. And that I think is the way to do it for Zoom. Then there will be episodes that you want to do where we'll be in person, maybe with a guest or so, hopefully a guest watching 2 different shark movies.
Since we've been doing this, we've been wanting to do shark related summer show. So this was a perfect time. And I was like, even though I am busy, I'm going to squeeze it in because who doesn't love a shitty shark film? I mean, come on, they're the best.
And Shark Attack Sunday, believe it or not, is not going to be Jaws or Jaws 2 or any of the Jaws. Well, maybe Jaws the Revenge. that one is fine to be on there, but all the rest of them, even Jaws 3, I think is way too good for for Shark Attack Sunday. We want the bottom sharks, the ones that have hit rock bottom. And so we have ones, we won't announce any yet until we've recorded the episodes. But we've got 2 and we've got an amazing guest. We can't wait. That is excited to talk shitty shark movies with us as well. So that is going to be Sundays starting June 13th, which is actually Jackie's birthday, by the way.
There you go.
So June 13th. Then let's see, Friday, June 19th is Indie Film Cafe Spotlight. Saturday, June 21st is Blue Cheese.
Yay.
So then Tuesday, let's see. Thursday, June 24th is my quick review. And then Sunday, the 27th is Shark Attack Sunday. So this, for the vidcast, we're not quite nearly as busy as we are podcast wise and stuff, but we're still pretty busy. I mean, we'll still be having content for you each week. There'll be something. We're going to be giving you stuff. And already I have 20 things in the, that's already scheduled, to go. They haven't, a lot of them's months away from now, all the way up to October. So,
right. I mean, the key is to try and get as much work done ahead of time as possible. So don't let a weekend go by where we don't actually do some stuff and bank it,
That's the thing too. I've been trying to do as much content, period, and I'm going to be doing content for IFC, but I'm also going to be doing content for Sick Flick Productions YouTube page as well. My plan is to do a lot of stuff for that as well. So get ready. There's going to be a lot of shit to watch. So we've been talking about this. So unfortunately, Paul did get really busy this summer, and this is the summer that we're trying to raise 50 grand or so. Like we're trying to raise a lot of money to make a bunch of teasers and stuff. And Paul's just super busy, with work and trying to sell his house and, other
trying to find a new one because I got to live somewhere. And, I'm having some health problems. So I'm going to physical therapy twice a week. And, they just extended it another 6 weeks, and work is going through. This is my normal busy time, and that's going even more busy now because the new project that started today. And then baseball, and just my Pathfinder game has started up again that I've been playing for 12 years. Missed it all last year. There's just so much going on.
That's the thing. Like last year, I mean, we might not have noticed a lot of things because we were because at IFC we were busy. Like Zoom really fucking helped us out, because like without Zoom we wouldn't have been able to do a lot of these things. Even though right now we're doing this through Zoom. So, Zoom has been very fucking helpful. However, a lot of people, like, I'm going to use this as an example. G. Larry Butler right now is so busy. I've got to try to find time for us to do Hooked on Hitchcock together, because he's everything, like literally every movie that was scheduled for 2020 is now scheduled for 2021. So like a year later, all of a sudden he's got bam, 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 bam. Things
That's good.
Well, it is. It's fantastic, especially for him. But like, he's tired, like, you know what I mean? He's like,
everybody wants G. Larry Butler. He's the man.
Yeah. So he is, and he loves working. He loves doing this stuff. I mean, to him, this is not work. It's fun.
And I can't tell you how happy I am that we decided to reach out to him. We decided to visit him when we drove out to LA for you, and he was very receptive. And it's been a great relationship, and I'm so pleased and happy.
I remember when I met him for the first time, when I went out in Burbank the first time, and I met him in person. He came to I think Priscilla's, and met with me and everything. He kept talking about you, Paul, because he wanted to meet you. And
That's
so
funny.
he was really excited to meet you, because he knew how much you were a Double D Avenger fan.
Oh yeah.
And everything. So it was cute. But anyway, point is, he's busy, like things. So movies are starting to do up. So like Rebecca is busy all the time.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm very happy I've got her this week for 80s horror films, but like she's busy, you know what I mean? Like
Sure.
it's one of those things. We can't help it. Hollywood Boulevard, we got busy,
Even Indie Film Cafe, and that's why we've been bringing in new blood whenever we can, because there's just everybody's so busy.
Well, a lot of times even you have been busy where I can't get you on the show, so I'd have to do it with 2 other people, which I'm A-okay with, but like, it's still so much fun having both of us together doing IFC. Like, I mean,
especially when we do it in the studio, that's a lot of fun.
That's more fun. We did one in the studio recently, and that one's coming out on your Indie Film Cafe.
Oh, it's so much fun.
And yeah, it was a blast. And
it's funny, today I ran into Just Jan, and we were talking, and I mentioned the movie, and she's like, "Oh, I can't believe you did that movie without me. I've been wanting to do it." It's like, I know, but we couldn't get you scheduled. And she says, "Oh, it's crazy." And I said, "Well, how about this? How about after we release it, maybe in a month or so down the road, we do a special Patreon only, because we've been doing that too." And she's like, "Sure, I'll definitely do it," because she wants to see this movie.
Well, and then we also got to get her, like, maybe for the Patreon only and another movie.
Sure.
Like one that we can, stone. 2 birds with 1 stone, because that's what we've been trying to do, is bank things. Unfortunately, this year, or this past month, for May, and I am so sorry, our Patreon only didn't work out this week or this month. unfortunately, just things happen.
Technical issues.
It was a technical issue. It wasn't. We did record it. It just unfortunately, messed up. So
We have like the first 18 minutes, and then all of a sudden it just went,
yeah. So
and
that
I
sucks.
couldn't recover it. So what can you do?
Yeah, you can't do nothing. So we're sorry. It was a good one too. Sadly, I had a lot of fun with that one. We can mention what it is because fuck it, it's not there. We did Blood Predator, so
Mhm.
Mackenzie wants to watch that.
Nice.
So maybe we can get her on for
Okay.
for that. I don't know at some point. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, she's a big fan of Jared. They work together, and I want to get him on IFC
Yes, that would be great.
Spotlight because last year he was on Indie Corner Radio, but it'd be more fun to have you and him and me because you've never chatted with him. So, man, Indie Corner Radio last year was good too because we had Fred Olin Ray and Chris Ray and all of those guys that we were just talking about earlier, on our show. Like how freaking amazing.
I know. That was awesome talking to Fred Olin Ray.
I wish I had gotten him for Indie Film Cafe Spotlight. Like I wish we had done it for that. But back then we weren't doing we were doing it for podcasts and not vidcasts. So now I know how to do vidcast shit. So but what else? Yeah, I think literally that's it. So Sick Flick Productions will so we were talking about this earlier. It's not separated exactly, but we are like it's not going to be the Sick Flick Network anymore. That this is a part of. This is going to be the Indie Film Cafe Network, and we've already started changing things around. Like the Facebook page is now the Indie Film Cafe. The group is still Indie Film Cafe because the group is a completely different beast. We allow anybody. So if you want to talk indie film or you want to promote something that you we got a bunch of people doing Indiegogos in there and stuff, which I love, because who knows, somebody may see that and go, oh my God, that's interesting. I'll check that out.
Yeah, we like to promote other people's stuff, as long as they promote our stuff and everybody gets promoted, and it's great.
I mean, yeah, I absolutely love 100% love promoting other people, period. Like I don't even care if we get promoted because the thing is, I like the reason I started Independent Corner originally was to talk to filmmakers and have a chance to chat with people when I started my first podcast and everything. Then I started growing and I started learning that, the more you're promoting people, you get promoted anyway, or whatever. And if that's great, that's great. But my whole point is like, we want you all to succeed. We love you guys. You're out there, you're busting your ass. You're making these $60,000 or less movies and you're working your ass off on them. And you know what? We want you to know, like you're going to be watched, so I'm trying to get some amazing people on Frights of the Round Table and things like that. So I'm really excited to be interviewing you guys. So if you guys have films that we haven't gotten a chance to see yet or whatever, send them to us.
Absolutely, and it'd be great to get some of these directors, some of these writers, some of these actors and actresses. Maybe one of the producers. We can get Robert Best. That would be great. We can get him on the show.
Yeah, we haven't had him. He was on a Horror, Blood, and Coffee back in the day.
Oh, okay.
He would come on and just chat with us. But that was like when it was like a call-in thing. People could just call in or whatever. I kind of miss those. I'm going to talk to Sam about trying to recreate that. Also, we did just announce this today, but it's not going to be till after 80s horror film is done. We are doing 90s horror films. Apparently, and it is. I asked people on my Facebook who wanted to be a guest, and I got over 30 people that want to be guests on this show. So it's been kind of interesting, like planning this out a little bit. But we're gonna start recording it in July and then move over to September is when, and that's gonna be like 2 episodes a month because why the fuck not, man? More content, man. That's what we're really trying to do. Is 2020 was pretty amazing on content. we are going to be bringing back next month. I think we're bringing back What the Fuck Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're going to be bringing back Film Freaks at some point. We haven't.
Yep, some old favorites are going to be coming back.
And I want to do Criterion Watch, but we'll have to
see if we can fit it in.
I know with you with your damn Shark Attack Sundays and your, all of these things. These are amazing, and if we can actually get everything done, pretty regularly, we'll have some really good content for you guys. So we're really excited, and we can't wait. So is there anything else? Did I leave anything out that you know of?
Well, I don't know if you wanted to announce who is taking my spot in production.
All right, yeah. So Paul has left. Wow, she would kill me. But she probably won't watch this, so it'll be okay. Nicole Isaacs will be taking over for Paul. We're really excited. Nicole and I have been friends for a while, and we've talked. She's always like 100% like on board for whatever projects. She'll be playing in a bunch of them herself anyway, so I figured she would do that. So we've got her as our new producing partner. We've got Sarah Atkins as our new social media intern, and we got Crystal Cleveland as our new line producer. And we got Mark Valenti helping us out too, but we haven't given him a title yet, but he's very.
So 3 hotties have joined up with Sick Flick Production. Gotta like that.
Yep, we've and Crystal is the only one we've like physically worked with yet, and stuff. Sarah's, I don't think she's really done anything yet, but she's and we're gonna put her to work. So
that's right. I'm trying to get her to come here. She would love to come here. I'd love to bring her here for a week. We could do a whole bunch of shows, do some photography stuff. Maybe you can get her some either TikTok videos or something. I mean, we could definitely do
podcast and vidcast stuff too.
Yeah, definitely.
She's been killing it. Today was the first official day of asking her to do stuff because I haven't asked her to do stuff yet, and I think I was waiting for June 1st anyway. So I asked her to put some stuff up on YouTube, on the Facebook pages, and she's been doing that so far. So she's been amazing help. I'm going to continue to get her doing stuff for us, helping us out.
We love Sarah. So. She's cool.
Yeah. And Nicole is excited. She's just like, this better be good that I'm, because if I've got my name attached to it,
there you go.
I love her. So, and Crystal, I asked her too, but unfortunately she would love to she wants to be a part of it, but she's got her own production company that she's working with, and so she wants to be involved as much as possible, but not, she can't be a head person right now or anything. And we still got Joe, we still got Lydia, we still got Colleen. Everybody is still, the team is still doing fucking amazing. So Sam, oh my goodness, why did I forget Sam? I should never forget her. She's been busting her ass off on logos. She's been busting her ass off on just everything that she can. So we really appreciate everybody who's been killing it at Sick Flick Productions. And Paul, even though, okay, I just want to preface this by saying, Paul says like he's not going to be like the producing partner, he's still going to be around. Like there's no stopping that. I mean, and I'm going to be doing for Sick Flick Productions, starting next week, every Monday and Friday, my plan is to put out content, something, whether it's just a talk of what's going on or an update or something, every week put out 2 things of content. That's my goal. So you guys hold me accountable. If I don't do that, yell at me, tell me, hey, where's your content?
Yeah, and all you Matt Carson fans know Matt Carson's still around. The rules are still the rules.
Exactly. And that's the other thing is, even though Paul might not be in the form of a big production company ahead, he's going to be working, busting his ass off, acting, still helping us out with behind the scenes stuff whenever he can. That's
set design. I really enjoyed doing set design. That was fun.
There you go. I mean, and see, here's the thing is like we all find what our passions are, exactly. and your passion is archaeology, stinky movies, and set design and acting. You enjoy acting, when you do it. You're a little nervous or whatever, but you still enjoy it, and everything. And so we really love having you around. And
Yay.
and so Sick Flick Productions will still be like in the offices of Indie Film Cafe, but that is literally Indie Film Cafe's main office, and everything. So we're just like taking, comfort there too. We're having a desk there. We gotta clean that fucking place up. Not gonna lie. And do another video, do another tour.
Yeah. Well, the other project that was supposed to happen but didn't happen, that sucked up some time too. But since it didn't happen, now I don't have to worry about getting all that prepared, and now we can do whatever we want to do there.
Cool. That'd be awesome. I love going there because we shot a fucking movie there. That every time I go there now, that's all I'm thinking about is that walking by the girls' bathroom. I'm like, we shot a fucking movie in that bathroom. I'm never gonna go back in there, but I don't need to. But anyway, so thank you guys for checking this out. Join us next month where we have another haul. But also subscribe and check out our Patreon because we are still doing stuff for that. We love you guys, and we will have a Patreon only video coming later this month. I just don't know what it is yet. It will still be Paul's pick. We just still got to do Paul's, so we're not going to skip you, Paul, just because, something happened. So we got to figure out what we want to do. We may have to do it through Zoom, if
we might have to. We'll see. We'll have to find somebody who's got some time this week, maybe.
It doesn't matter when, like this month, as long as it's by the end of the month, we need to get it done.
Right.
So everybody, thank you guys for checking this out. Please subscribe, check out, our Patreon, and check out our podcast on Podbean, at indiefilmcafe.podbean.com. Also, Paul's got an amazing website for Indie Film Cafe, indiefilmcafe.reviews, where he does his own little commentaries and talks about even if he hasn't seen the movie, when we watched it, he watches the movie and he tells us how bad he thinks it is or how good he thinks it is, depending on. Well, he actually thought the last one was good. Fire City was good. So, sometimes I do. I'm the one who picks more of the good movies. Paul knows more of the stinkers, and I can't wait for you guys to, because we already got Paul's one done. Can't wait for that because that's just, oh my God. That was so much fun. So glad that didn't fuck up.
but hey, we did a good one this past one. It was Faster Pussycat Kill.
Faster Pussycat Kill. That was a good one.
That's a classic. Russ Meyer classic.
I was surprised because I thought it wasn't going to be good. I thought Russ Meyer was terrible. Like, I thought that he was known as being a bad filmmaker or something. But no, he's actually a really good filmmaker. And by the way, if you want to see something funny, go on YouTube and look up Russ Meyer and look up him on Jon Stewart. He was on the Jon Stewart show. And it's fucking amazing. Fucking lucky son of a bitch got to interview him.
Nice.
Yeah, it would have been nice if we could have interviewed him for Indie Film Cafe.
Been awesome.
But we'll stick with the ones that are still around. I'm very glad we had Fred Olin Ray before and whatnot. So all right. Well, thank you guys for checking this out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let us know what you guys think, and give us a like and give us a subscribe. And we will talk to you guys on the
flip side.
Yes. Thank you. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.